They said he got caught with. We just got through from talking about this dummy.
Switch to Google Fi Wireless.
This fool's stupid.
Our most affordable.
But the wheels of justice turn slowly sometimes, and that was the case here. But they got it done.
27 years after rapper Tupac Shakur was shot to death in a car in Las Vegas, a man who confessed to his involvement in the crime is behind bars.
Dumbass Keefe D.
Tupac. I keep for the code of the streets.
Stupid. And this ain't even the first time he said it. The first time they ain't trying to give Vlad TV his stripes, nigga. I'm just go ahead and keep it to the streets. How the fuck you gonna keep it to the streets when like 2 years before this interview, you told people Orlando Anderson shot him and I was in the car with him. You told people, hey, I was gonna pop him too, but Orlando did it first. How the hell you think you gonna get immunity? How stupid can you be, bro? Murders have a statute of limitations. This fool should know he'd have been in prison so many times, bro. This nigga's a real life gangbanger. You know what I'm saying? Keefe D stupid. Keefe D is dumb as hell, bro. You have to know, if you in the car with somebody that killed somebody else, you're now an accomplice, my nigga. Why do interviews? 27 years later, you old as shit. That mean you finna die in there. If you get caught for a murder and you in your 50s like this, nigga, come on, man. Black men don't live to their 70s, not the average. He's out of there, bro.
She just came from the backseat, bro.
Filmmaker Mike Dorsey predicted an arrest on Law and Crime nearly 2 months ago.
I think that they are going to close this case. I think that there is very likely going to be an indictment.
Thanks for joining us here on Law and Crime. I'm Anjanette Levy. Las Vegas Metro Police took Dwayne Keefe D. Davis into custody Friday. He's being held on charges related to the 1996 murder of rapper Tupac Shakur. Las Vegas Metro Police searched Davis's home in Henderson, Nevada in July.
The Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department.
Tax dollars at play. That intercom, they treating that like if they look, the intercom, you can buy that shit from Walmart. But if the police bring the intercom out to bring you, my nigga, they got a case, bro. This fool is stupid. How in the hell, 27 years later, you get caught 3.5 miles from the crime scene? Tupac got murdered on the Las Vegas Strip. He got caught in Henderson, bro. That's not that far from the motherfucker. This nigga stupid. Come on, son. Them white people spoke.
A grand jury was investigating Tupac's murder.
Henderson, where all the white people be at. They don't like black people out there either, bro. Yeah, them white people spoke.
Tupac Shakur was shot as he was riding in a car driven by Suge Knight one night in September 1996. Tupac had gotten into...
And they gonna charge him with the attempted murder on Suge Knight. This fool's stupid.
...a fight with a man named Orlando Anderson at the MGM Grand during a Mike Tyson fight. The shooting of Shakur was believed to be retaliation for the fight. Keefe D. later confessed that he gave Anderson, who was his nephew, the gun to shoot Tupac Shakur.
Stupid.
He made the statement in a proffer to police, but the statement could not be used against him in court. Years later, Keefe D. admitted his involvement in Tupac's murder in his book, Compton Street.
They said he made a proffer to the police. That's how you know you can't trust the police. They said he made a proffer to the police, bro, and they told him they ain't gonna use it against him. Well, the police officer that told you that fool is either retired or dead now, nigga. They reopened the case. They told you they wasn't going to use the pistol. They didn't say nothing about the fucking murder, the accomplice. He washed up,
was
bro.
His nephew, the gun to shoot Tupac Shakur. He made the statement in a proffer to police, but the statement could not be used against him in court. Years later, Keefe D. admitted his involvement in Tupac's murder in his book, Compton Street Legend. Many view the book
Bro
as
wrote a book about it.
Keefe D. wrote about that night. I pulled out the Glock that Zip had given me and tossed it in the back seat. Bubble Up did the driving, Baby Lane and Freaky were riding in the back. Like two rams locking horns, Suge and I looked each other dead in the eye. The terrified expression on Suge's face read, "Damn them N-words." He goes on to write, one of my guys from the back seat grabbed the Glock and started busting back. Tupac Shakur died days later, and his murder would remain unsolved for years. Orlando Anderson was shot to death the next year.
Yeah.
Filmmaker Mike Dorsey worked with retired
Orlando Anderson got killed. Orlando Anderson, the one that killed Tupac, got killed the next year. That had nothing to do with Tupac. He got into it with some niggas and they killed that nigga. He ended up killing one of them niggas too, though. You know what I'm saying? He got killed that day, but he ended up killing one of them niggas too, bro.
LAPD detective Greg Kading on the documentary Murder Rap, which looked at Kading's investigation into the murders of Biggie Smalls and Tupac Shakur. I spoke with Dorsey about the news that Dwayne Keefe D. Davis had been taken into custody.
Well, this has been, for me, kind of a 10-year journey since we put out our doc, Murder Rap, which was the first documentary that put out his taped confession that his crew did this. And my reaction is that this has just been a very long time coming. And very, very, it's just an exciting day to finally have this. We didn't think this was going to happen.
Yeah, I think he's saying it's an exciting day because they finally got justice for Tupac. No, it's an exciting day because he's part of the case that found the Tupac murder that been going on for 27 years with the most prolific, the biggest rapper ever. That's why he's happy. He's not happy because he got justice for Tupac and his family, bro. Believe that shit. Talking about, I am so happy. We've been waiting for this day. And nigga, you happy because you finna go up now. You know what I'm saying?
Very, very, it's just an exciting day to finally have this. We didn't think this was going to happen at a certain point. It just seemed like so much time had gone by. You started to wonder, is it really going to happen or not? But the wheels of justice turn slowly sometimes, and that was the case here. But they got it done.
You
streets
said
been
that
knew
you
this shit,
thought
though.
an indictment would be coming, but now you're saying you didn't think this would ever happen. So did you feel like it was taking too long? Because
Niggas knew in 2006 who killed Tupac. At least everybody in LA did. The whole world is, Tupac's still alive. Nobody in LA was saying that shit. That was the whole world. We knew Tupac got smoked by some Compton for real. You know what I'm saying? This shit, niggas been knowing this shit.
we had heard some rumblings that a grand jury was looking at this.
I'll just say, initially we had heard that it was going to happen very quickly. It seemed like an indictment was, 6 weeks ago, an indictment was happening, and then nothing. And we heard the grand jury was convening, and it was very airtight. They're not telling us anything. They aren't telling the public anything. So you do start to wonder after weeks.
By the looks of him, is he happy because justice was served for Tupac's family, or is he happy because his career finna go up? Is he happy because he a part of this shit and he's on TV for it? Come on, man. Come up with this fake ass bullshit that you happy that a fucking rapper 27 years ago, nigga don't even look like he heard of rap. The only rap shit he ever heard of or seen or is the shit on his hat, bro. He probably happy his department got the collar. I promise you, it ain't nowhere in hell that he's happy for the family, bro. It's not.
Weeks and weeks go by if they're really going to pull it off or not.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, what kind of witnesses do you think they have? Because everybody else that was in that vehicle that night is dead.
Sure. I know some of the people that they've spoken to, but I can't disclose that. But correct. I mean, all three of the other people that were allegedly with Keefe in the shooter's vehicle, they've all died since this happened. Some of the key witnesses, like Tupac's bodyguard, is dead. Tupac himself, of course, being the closest witness, is dead. Suge Knight, being the next closest witness, will probably never talk about it.
Suge Knight will never tell.
So I don't know exactly who they've spoken to that could help them build, a case.
Suge Knight is a lot of things, my nigga. He will never tell, bro. Suge Knight ain't no snitch, my nigga. That's one thing.
It's around Keefe. But I do know that when Murder Rap came out, we heard from a lot of people that had information on this case that had never disclosed it before, who said that it basically filled in the...
Suge Knight and Keefe D is the only two niggas that really know what happened that day. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna get Keefe D, of course, with the murder, but they gonna get him with the attempted murder on Suge Knight too, since Suge Knight was in the car with Tupac when he got murdered. They gonna go to Suge Knight asking for a statement. He's not gonna say nothing, bro. Suge Knight might be a lot of things, but that nigga's not a snitch, my nigga, at all.
The gaps for them of what they already knew. So my guess is that that's who they've been talking to, is people like that who have pieces of the story, and when you put them all together, it's like this tapestry that comes together of a case.
In some of these interviews, Keefe D seemed very cognizant of the fact that he had to be careful about.
The last living eyewitness to Tupac's murder is telling his history. Nigga, how is he the last living when he was in the car with the shooter and Suge Knight was in the car with the nigga that got killed? It's two of them, bro. If Suge Knight was a snitch, as many times as Suge Knight went to jail after the Tupac murder, he could have easily laid it on the table like, man, give me less time, I'll tell y'all who smoked Tupac. Give me less time, niggas do that. This nigga just stupid, bro. His claim to fame was telling everybody he was in the car with the nigga that killed Tupac. Shit crazy, bro.
What he said. So he obviously knew that he still was at risk of possibly being prosecuted, but then he goes and writes this book.
Right. Yeah, when he did his interview with BET for Death Row Chronicles, which came out in 2018, he had an attorney with him present for that interview. And then after that, I don't know how much legal counsel he was getting. It's almost like when that came out and nothing happened to him, I wonder if maybe he got lulled into this sense of, oh, I guess they're not going to do anything. I'll just keep doing interviews and I'll be careful on my own and do what I think, I can get away with saying without going too far. But yeah, it seems clear. I mean, the fact that you bring a lawyer with you to an interview to make sure you don't say too much does tell you that he must have, at least in the back of his mind, considered
or
that
you
he
got a
might still be
dumbass
able
lawyer
to be prosecuted
too, bro.
for this.
Mm-hmm.
And the Crawford deal, when he did his original, statement to the police about this, 15 years ago, that only covers what he says that day in that meeting.
Work your dumb ass, bro. He thought the Crawford deal lasts for life, nigga. Murder has zero statute of limitations, nigga. So therefore, you could be 99 years old. If you kill somebody when you were 17, and they find out you did it, now that you're 99 years old, you're going to jail for murder, my nigga. This fool thought that Crawford was going to last for life, when it only lasted for that day. Then he goes and on a marathon and do interviews and write books about the shit, not even knowing they building up a whole case. This nigga's stupid. This nigga gotta be the dumbest motherfucker. Fuck, bro. You went to jail because of you. That's it. They gave you a proffer. Tell us everything that happened, my nigga. He just didn't read the whole paper that said, for this day. Like, either said, for this day, today only at this moment, at this time, my nigga. You didn't read that part. He thought the proffer was for life. Fuck.
If he went on CNN that night and said the same story, they would be able to use that interview against him. So I think he knows full well he had to be careful what he said.
So what do you expect to come next?
Life.
Obviously, Keefe D had to know something might be coming since...
Let me tell you something about Vegas, bro. Vegas got a lot of desert. But the inner city is where it's like mostly compact, you know what I'm saying? You got the east, you got the west side, you got the north, you got Henderson, you got Summerlin, you got Centennial Hills. You can go ahead and do some crimes. But for some reason, and it's not in the law book out here, but for some reason, when you do a crime on the strip, bro, you get 10 times more the time if you would have did it on a regular street. You kill a nigga on the Las Vegas strip and made these niggas look dumb than a motherfucker for 27 years. Oh yeah. He finna get washed up, bro.
A search warrant was executed on his home.
Sure. We don't know what the charges are yet. I'm hoping that if there's a press conference.
You don't know what the charges are. What the fuck this nigga go to jail for? Cussing at Tupac, my nigga? Not liking Tupac, bro? Did y'all arrest him for being in the same facility as Tupac? How the fuck you don't know? You know what the charges are, bro. Murder. This nigga, I would have been like, you think I'm stupid? You just said all this shit and now you saying you don't know what the charges is, bro. All right. y'all gonna get mad. It's some people gonna get mad up in this bike vlog I finna drop. On my mama, rest in peace. On my kids, they can stop breathing right now. I'm on a bike. This was the day before yesterday. And this goes with the meeting. And this goes with this little interview to where he said, but we don't know what the charges are. If I was to interview and I would have been like, are you stupid? I mean, you think I'm stupid, my nigga? What the fuck? Anyway, I just be too free-spirited. So I'm on a bike. I roll up on these motherfuckers smoking a dope pipe, right? I'm like, what the fuck? And then another bitch that wasn't smoking walk up. Her name was Destiny. Swear to God, y'all gonna see the bike vlog. We dropped this shit. Her name was Destiny. And she gonna really ask me because she hit my blunt. And I said, oh, you willing to suck dick for this, huh? I'm just too free. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I can't hold back. If I gotta say it, I gotta say it. And for this motherfucker to say this right here, bro, listen to what he said.
So what do you expect to come next? Obviously, Keefe D had to know something might be coming since a search warrant was executed on his home.
Sure. We don't know what the charges are yet.
How the fuck you don't know what the charges are if you just said, yeah, you would have had me fucked up.
Hoping that if there's a press conference today that they'll tell us what he's actually being charged with and confirm, of course, that it's for this case. Mm-hmm. And the next, I would think that he might want to do a deal, or that they might.
I don't know what the charges are, but your hat says murder rap. Something Tupac murders. You doing an interview about catching a nigga that killed Tupac, and you want to tell us you don't know what the man got arrested for, my nigga?
Might be interested in doing a deal. I don't know anybody wants us to go to trial and have that circus in Vegas.
Who trying to skip over what I just said? I ain't got to skip over nothing I just said. Y'all, you must not know me, nigga. I will block your ass right now. What the fuck? Tell me what I just said. I'll say it again. I ain't skipping over shit. Nigga, what's your name? Dread Cuz? Oh, I remember you. You bald headed. You got starter dreads, my nigga. I remember you. Shut the fuck up. Go grow your hair. Get some of that, the African pride, bro. That shit do wonders. That Jamaican oil. Drown your shit in that. Yeah, that nigga hat is crazy, bro. But he don't know what they just arrested is. He don't know what he's on the news for is basically what he's saying. The fuck they got you on the news for, my guy? Keefe D gonna be on that Dumbest Criminals episode, and best believe I'm gonna run that shit. Best believe I'm gonna run it.